Okay, so this was the footage I had planned to go live today.
Get ready, they might be getting ready to do a push. Hey, get low, get low, get low, get low. We don't have any more medics, get low. Hold, dig in, dig in. Send us more hostiles to kill!
Instead, we are doing a Q&A. Why is this a problem? Mainly because when we shot it, it was in the middle of a storm. So there's some rain and wind noise. So I was all like, we'll just reshoot it and upload some gameplay instead. But now it's 2 AM and I don't have it done, and I leave for Overwatch 3 tomorrow. Now this is the only footage I have. So I apologize that this Q&A isn't up to the usual standards, but at least Nick's back. Yeah, never mind. Enjoy.
Today's video is brought to you by Bug Spray. For all those times you have to say, bugger off, you wanker!
Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very long time since we have done a Q&A video. Welcome back to the project, Nick. He's back from the land of the dead, aka college. How are you doing?
I am alive and well.
Excellent to hear.
It's time for BB Wars.
Time for some BB Wars. We got Operation Overwatch coming up here at the end of May. I'm not really too sure when this Q&A video is going to be going up, but either by the time this video is live on the channel, we will have already gone to Overwatch and we are currently processing footage, or we will not have gone to the event yet and we will be going to it very shortly, and the footage will be coming very soon. So regardless, you guys will be getting some Overwatch 3 footage regardless, and there may or may not be a Helo run involved. So we'll see about that.
Hey, I'm poor, it's not me.
Anyway, guys, welcome to Q&A episode 25. This is the video series where you, the viewers, ask the questions and we reply to them on basically camera for your viewing pleasure. Now, we haven't been doing this for a while because a lot of the guys have been away doing their own things. Daniel is actually currently in the Air Force. He is actually in Alaska. So he's going to be away for a little while, but he's still around. He's not gone anywhere. He's just busy with work. You've been at college, so I've been around here. I've been staying locally doing all my stuff, so I'm still hanging around. Joey's still around. Everyone's still here. We've all just been kind of convoluted, so that's probably why y'all haven't been seeing the Q&As as much. But now that summer and we're all kind of back towards the same spot, we're going to be doing these a little more frequently. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the questions. Oh, one little thing. If you guys have any questions for future Q&A videos, I haven't done this in a while, so I kind of got to get back into routine. If you guys have any questions you would like to see answered on a video, please be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And hey, maybe if you're lucky enough, you will see your question aired on the next Q&A video. Okay, now we can go answer your question. You first.
Okay.
Ladies first. Men first, answer the question. You happy now?
Okay, there's bug spray.
There's a little bug spray in there. Okay. You're upside down. There you go.
No, this is dumb because...
It feels so weird. We haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, but this is a question for me.
Okay,
right, I get 2. Go ahead.
Alright. The Airsoft guy 33 would like to know, Matt, would you consider getting HPA for any of your guns? No. Next question.
Yeah.
I don't... Okay, I should elaborate just a little bit. Okay, HPA is not a bad system. Don't get me wrong. HPA is actually really fantastic. We actually have a Polar Star M249. I don't know if you guys saw one of our more recent uploads we did where I was actually the gunner of a Humvee at Operation End War hosted by Legionnaire Airsoft at DV8. And I was the gunner of this Humvee, and we got our Polar Star M249 on that thing. Oh my god, is that thing amazing. There's just two things that go hand in hand together. Like, you get the firepower capabilities of a Polar Star and infuse that with a SAW, a squad automatic weapon, and
Fusion.
you can literally just like cut down force, like just go. Like, that's a terrible machine gun noise. I don't know. That was like a turkey. I was like, I don't know what that was. Bing bong bong. Anyway, so yeah, HPA for me though, I don't like being hooked up to my gun by a line, and the whole concept of air for like a rifle, a primary rifle, for me, it gets a little excessive because I don't really the money to refill it and get all the tanks and all the equipment. It's just something I'm not really willing to get into right now. It's just a lot of maintenance and work you have to keep up on them, and I haven't had the best luck with them. Like, I've had Joey comes to me all the time with problems with his HPA guns, and I always got to work on them. I'm just like, I'll just stick with the AEGs for now. I just really have no desire to get into HPA. They're fantastic for what they are, and they work really well, but I'm just not really. They just don't really do it for me. Just my personal opinion. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah.
He has a Polar Star.
I do have a Polar Star, and I would not run it with the jacked up rate of fire, like 60 rounds a second, you know, no buffer tube, no stock barrel, like this big. that was a good machine gun. Yeah. That was not a turkey. Okay. But I do have I do have one set up as a DMR. I don't use it too often.
And that's the other thing too. Polar Stars work really well as DMRs.
They do.
They get good range.
Hey, you could reach out to 100 yards with those.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I also prefer AEGs. But
they're just simpler in my
and you know,
mind.
we automatically assume HPA means Polar Star. There's plenty of other good HPA
yeah.
systems. It's just that, you know, Polar Star is the leading one. That's why we always refer to Polar Star as the HPA gun. But I don't know. I like them, but AEG, a well-tuned AEG is where it's at.
You know what I'd really like to see? There's this one, I don't know what the name of the system's called, but they have air in the stock. Like it has like an air tube, but it goes, air canister, but instead of it being like on your back, they put it literally where the stock is. And it kind of has like a wire stock that wraps around it. And we're shooting in a storm right now, so we're just waiting for the rain to hopefully not come. But
yeah, figures it has.
So if we stop shooting in the middle of this, it figures that one day we go to film, it just starts raining. So hopefully we won't have to stop filming anytime soon, real quick. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so they have a CO2 cartridge. It's not even real wood. Close enough.
Shut up.
Close enough. That's the thought that counts. So they have an air tank that goes where the stock is, and you can shoot it, but you don't have to be hooked up to a line or anything like that. It's really convenient. But the problem is, it's not as streamlined or as linear as the stock. And I think it's because it's a smaller tank, you can't hold as much air and you don't last as long in terms of like how much you can shoot. But it's just, I know what you're thinking. Don't say it. It's a good system. It's a good thought, but I think it needs a little ways to go. So what I would like to see, what would take for me to get involved in Polar Stars would be like to maybe make the system smaller, streamlined, easier. You're still kicking with it. Okay, let's move on. You guys get my point. Let's go to the next one. Shut up. You answer your question.
That was for Snoopy.
I said that, and I just thought, wait a second. Hold on. That didn't. Yeah.
We love you, Snoopy.
We're gonna get comments on that one.
Oh, come on, guys. First of all, what's with your username?
So you guys just smack your heads in the keyboard like that's my username.
SKL418 Skull418.
Skull418. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Close enough.
Okay. Asks a very personal question. Who is the worst at Airsoft in the group? You know, that is not fair.
You know, I don't really know who's the worst, actually.
Well,
Christian, who never plays.
We'll go with Christian.
I don't think... Well, here's the thing. We all have our little quirks with stuff. I think Daniel's the most accurate. Actually, when he was doing the Air Force, his Air Force training, he actually got a ribbon. I think, right? Was it a ribbon or it was something? He got some type of reward for being one of the top, I guess you call him marksmen. I don't know all the terminology, but he was one of the best shots in his group, and he got an award for it. Actually, I think only like him and one other guy were awarded this award for doing so well in the marksmanship challenge with an M16 or A3. It was an M16 A3, I think.
He said 2.
A2? Oh, it was an M16 A2 with iron sights. So he's probably the best shot.
But that's with a real gun.
That's with a real gun, but I think it kind of carries over into Airsoft a little bit
well,
too,
we could talk about his sketchy DMR that he found in some... That he found
we gotta let him tell the story on it, but he literally found his gun in some... Like, he moved into a new house, and someone left the gun, and someone left it over. He tried to contact the owner, and he says, yeah, I don't want it, so he just left this Airsoft gun there. It was fantastic. So that became his gun. The funny story around that. But he's probably our best shot. I'm probably the fastest, I think, because...
You have the boom sticks, too, which is cool.
Yeah, I have the grenade launchers and stuff like that, and you're probably our best rifleman, overall rifleman. Joe's our medic. Joe's a good medic.
Joe the medic.
That's literally his nickname is Joe the medic. I should make that a patch. That'd be cool. That should be a patch. So I don't think there's one... When we do bonsai charges, I think we're all kind of classified as the worst, because we're literally just walking to our deaths like Civil War style, like, this way, men! Just get riddled with shots. It looks cool.
Jenkins.
That's gonna be, I need to make that.
I'm pretty sure that is a patch.
It needs to be. We need to make our own little rendition of it. Anyway, next question. My turn now.
Oh well, go ahead.
That's the next question.
Thunder.
I'm trying to get through a few more questions because we're like 8 minutes on just 2 questions. All right, next question comes to us from Isaiah Bolivar. All right, could you explain what the purpose of a PEC box used on airsoft rifles is for? And we're getting a little rain. Hopefully, they won't pick up too much. It's just drizzling.
This is dedication.
This is dedication.
Subscribe.
Lightning, mosquitoes, and rain. Welcome to the basic Florida climate, people. Now, a PEC box. Now, there's basically 2 types of PEC boxes used in airsoft. The first one is probably the most common you'll see because the other ones are kind of expensive, and I'll get into those in a second. The PEC box that you'll most commonly see will be a battery compartment. So basically, This is for guns that are front wired, AEGs that are front wired, and they have like a quad rail on the front of them. So they'll put a PEC box in the front of their gun. The wire will actually go into the PEC box where there's a battery, okay? And these PEC boxes basically just hold your batteries, and it makes it more convenient for people that have stocks that can't hold batteries, because if you guys run AEGs, you might know the struggles of kind of how hard it is to get batteries in stocks. Like, you know, like yours, like the Magpul stocks, you don't have like batteries. You like take the whole thing off and put them in. Like, you can only use like stick type LiPo batteries. So it gets to be a little bit of a challenge to try to figure out how and what kind of battery you're going to use. So that's where the advantage of a PEC box kind of comes in. As for the other type of PEC box, these are like the legitimate PEC boxes that have like lights and lasers on them. So you only see like really uber operator guys using these because like
you just happen to have NVGs.
Yeah, then they have like an IR laser, so that's basically yeah, a real one, like a real
like 24 grand.
Yeah, something like that. They'll have like the real ones have like an IR laser. So what that does is if you have night vision goggles on, it shoots this basically invisible beam that's invisible to the human eye, but you can see it with night vision, okay? So when you have night vision on and you're pointing this gun with this invisible laser that's the IR beam, you can see it, but the enemy can't see it, so you can see where you're shooting without actually having to aim down the sight. So that's kind of the purpose of a PEC box. They also have lights and lasers on them. The cheaper ones have like a green or a red laser on them, so... but that's basically the purpose of a PEC box right there.
Or just looking cool.
Or just looking cool, there you go.
That's like, what, 90% of Airsoft
That's about 90 to 95% of Airsoft is anyway. I mean, if you don't look cool, what's the point, right?
Right.
And now the rain's starting to pick up. We're going to keep filming, but we have to cut in a minute.
Onward.
We'll see. Well, onward. Alright, so it's not that bad. We can keep going.
Yes.
The show must go on. The questions are getting wet.
Yes. Christian Clemens.
Yes.
How do you feel about multi-shot shotguns?
They're cool.
They're multi-shot shotguns.
They're cool.
For CQB. We don't play CQB, so...
Yeah, so I guess...
Sorry, Christian. Yeah. Yeah, Christian.
There was... Okay, I gotta tell something real quick. So... Oh, I was like, oh my god. So this guy, at End War, the game I was at where I was beating the Humvee gunner, he had an AA-12, the Tokyo Marui one. It's like, it has three barrels on the inside of the shotgun tube, and every time you pull the trigger, or if you hold it down, it fires 3 shots. So it goes chunk, 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 3 shots, 3 shots, 3 shots. It is the coolest thing ever. I mean, the FPS on it is terrible. It's a Tokyo Marui because, you know, in Japan they have like restrictions on like what you can do with FPS and stuff. So the BBs are just going like 20 feet, like they're just... I'm exaggerating. They're going short, but that's the point. It's a shotgun. It's a tri-shot shotgun. It's not designed for like, you know, long distance engagements. But this guy was using it at DV8, which is like a really long engagement distance. So the guy was literally just walking around the field all day going, chuck, chuck. I'm not kidding. You'll see the footage. You'll see more episodes coming out. I'll probably get that guy in there. He's literally just walking around like this going, chunk, 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 shooting at guys like all the way. He's just arcing his shots so hard. But that gun was so cool.
But it looks cool.
It looks so cool.
That's all that matters.
And each individual barrel, I think, has hop-up on it, too. I was like, how? The Japanese are wizards with their airsoft gun. I don't even know how that's possible, but...
Pretty sure they invented the thing.
Yeah, but multi-shot shotguns are cool. I think single-shot shotguns are... That's kind of... I think that's the point. I would prefer a multi-shot shotgun rather than a single-shot shotgun, because then that's just kind of like, why wouldn't you just not use anything else? Like...
Just use a spring pistol at that point.
Yeah, really. But, there's some cool ones out there, so... Yeah, multi-shot shotguns are cool.
Your turn.
My turn again? Oh, yeah. Well, I answered that question for you. Do you have an opinion on them?
I never use one, and I don't play CQB, so... No, I don't have an opinion on one.
Alright.
But Matt does most of the talking anyway.
I'm sorry. I need to stop talking. I'm so sorry. Okay. Mallow Master. What is your favorite bullpup gun? I don't really like bullpup guns. I'm sorry. I don't like the mag being here. It's a lot of weight. Now, I will say, the Tavor. Daniel has an Elite Force Tavor, and that gun is cool. I like that gun. Would I run that as a primary gun over an M4 or a SCAR type weapon platform? No. I just don't... They just don't connect with me. There's just several features about them I don't like. I don't like my hands being this close. Like, you have your hand on the trigger here, and then here's your hand guard. I don't like my hands being that close together. I like them being spread out. Like, that's more natural for me. I don't know what it is. The stock, all the weight is towards the rear, which is nice because you can hold it into your arm and shoot like this because there's no weight pulling your forearm down. It's all on your shoulder, but it's really bulky. And I feel like everything's back here, and I don't know, it feels like it's fat and it's in my way. I don't know, it's hard to describe. You have to shoot one, and that's the takeaway I think a lot of people get. It's either they love them or they hate them. And I don't really like them that much. I mean, they're cool, they serve a really good purpose. I mean, like, you can get a lot shorter rifle and get basically the same length barrel like on an M4. but like a much smaller gun. But there's just something about them. They don't connect with me. I don't know. That's my opinion. Nick, what do you think?
I've never used, again, I've never used a bullpup gun.
Yeah. There's some cool ones out there. You got like the AUG, the Tavor.
Yeah, I guess
Keltec makes a couple. I'm talking real. Keltec makes a couple of good ones.
As far as like a bullpup gun, what would be my favorite or what? Okay.
You've never used one, so like
No.
you've seen one in a movie, like.
Well, what I've seen in the movie, what needs to be an airsoft gun. Shout out to all the manufacturers out there.
If any of you are watching this video.
Yes, everyone. We're awesome. All right. So anywho, the Morita rifle from Starship Troopers needs to be, because that is a bullpup gun, but it's a shotgun underneath it.
That is cool.
Which is cool.
You know they actually make the pulsed rifle from Alien?
Yes,
like,
but it's not a Morita rifle. And if your last name is Rico, you can get like 14 shots out of that shotgun. Even though you only loaded on camera like 5 shells in, you can sit. Yeah. Do you want to know more?
So you want the Morita rifles? That would be
Yes.
your bullpup shotgun.
Yes,
Okay.
the full length version, not the carbine version for the pilots, but it's full length. That's awesome.
I like to talk in real terms here. This is like
It's a toy gun. But
Alright, fine. Your turn. Go for it. Next question comes to us from
this guy, Lonely Donut. Sorry.
That's a sad name. I'm so sorry for you. Lonely Donut.
Always order half a dozen at
least.
Dunkin' Donuts shout out right there.
You still work there.
Shut up.
Okay.
Well, this.
Okay. Oh my god. I don't even know.
How many airsoft guns do you have? Well, we have that clip of me buried in airsoft guns.
Oh my god. If I can find that, I'll run that right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find it or not, but if I can find that, I'm running it on screen. Nick, we don't have enough guns yet.
So we have a lot of airsoft guns.
Okay, try to count them in your head. Okay, so pistols. Between 15 and 13, I think. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I don't have that many. Now, let's see. I've got
That's including pistols and grenade launchers and stuff like that. So.
Well, I have my pistol that I throw at people because it doesn't, work.
It's literally just a chunk of metal. You just keep it in this holster.
Sorry, there's something in my throat. But
I didn't even know what he said.
we have no idea what
we have no idea what we just said. Continuing.
I don't have as many as Matt does, but let's see. I've got the Thompson. We have an AK that shoots about 10 feet. Not this one. Yeah. We do indeed have AKs, obviously.
Yes.
So there's the answer to that.
We just never use them.
Because, American.
Because they're communist guns. Hi, Daniel. I'm
Nice.
kidding. No one leave bad comments. I like AKs. I'm actually going to be getting one pretty soon.
And comment war begins now. But yeah, we have a lot.
AR versus AK, go.
No. Yeah, why not?
It's like, I'll let them fight.
Go ahead.
Let them fight. Is my turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Do you have the time left on it?
Oh, it started raining. I put my phone away.
Oh, okay. Alright. Mike Strong wants to know, who is your favorite airsoft YouTuber? That is a good question.
Us, duh.
Duh. No, let's see. This will probably be a cliche thing to say, but I will say Jet the Desert Fox. And I actually have a history with Jet. He actually gave me a lot of inspiration on how to initially get started into filming and stuff, because I saw his camera footage that he was doing, and he had like the first person perspective. I don't know what camera he was using. This was like way back in the day. Some of you may remember like this is like when his channel first blew up. He did like the hostage video. And Airsoft GI, this is back when Airsoft GI was doing like their top 5 video list or whatever.
Those.
And then Jet got published on one of those, and it was like his video. It was hysterical. If you guys can go back and find it, it's fantastic. He basically took this kid hostage, and he just like kept shooting all of his teammates that kept coming to get him, and he just having like this conversation. It was great. And then I just remember from that point, like his channel just blew up. Like his videos just took off.
So if you ever want to be a good airsoft YouTuber, take a kid hostage.
That sounds
Not in real life.
Not in the literal sense. Okay,
No.
that might take you other places.
Never mind. Forget I said that.
No, but it was I was watching his footage and I was like, wow, this is really cool. So it kind of gave me an idea of how to like mount the camera on my head. Then I kind of started to think of how different like angles I could put on cameras and like maybe get the camera to face you. So I think he was very inspirational, like to get started, and he really got me interested in like actually getting footage onto YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that would probably be the Airsofter I watch the most on YouTube, who I'm probably the biggest fan of, I think. Yeah. What do you think, Nick?
Well, obviously, I love Snoopy. But we won't talk about
But we won't talk about how he shoots us on sight. It's okay.
Never forget.
Never get
Ironclad.
Ironclad 1.
Rest in... No.
R.I.P.
Squad Wed. Okay, anywho. Again, all my favorite ones, they don't do it anymore. Like, I love Bob the Axeman.
Oh, Axeman! Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what happened to Axeman?
Does he still work for GI?
You know, I don't think he does.
I know Tim doesn't. But Bob was
Man,
awesome.
Bob
and if I
was
can
so
ever find one of those axes, I would go to California to have him sign my axe.
Mr. Hildebrand. That was great.
But yeah, I would have to say probably Jet. I like Jet. I played with him a couple times. He hasn't shot me, unlike certain people.
We've always been on like the same team as Jet every time we've played, actually.
Luckily.
Yeah, luckily. Yeah.
And I always find it amusing how he manages to lead an army of like 12 to 15-year-olds and then us, who are still fanboys, into suicide missions
Every
across.
time.
Yeah, just like...
Like, we try to get
Go.
people are like,
Okay.
you want to come join us on a suicide run? They go, no. Jet goes, let's do a suicide run. Everyone goes,
whole
okay.
field.
It's so funny.
And
He gets away with them.
I mean, sometimes it works. It usually doesn't, but it's fun.
It's hilariously fun.
Jet has a lot of fun, and I do like that.
Yep.
He plays in shorts. He plays in a fox suit sometimes. He plays with Santa Claus. Like, he doesn't take it too seriously all the time, which is cool because it's just a game, and I like that.
I respect that. Yep.
Yep.
I think that's.
I mean, he married a unicorn, which is kind of
Yeah, fox and unicorn. That's a weird combination. That's great. No, but
Hey, look, a squirrel.
No, but you pointed out like
Oh, really?
he literally has ADD so hard. No, but it's you got to have that nice balance, which is kind of like what we like to try to do. We like to take things at times seriously, then like half the time we have a whole series called Funny Moments and Fails, which is just us just screwing up and screwing around.
And you have no idea how much doesn't make that.
Yeah, you have no idea how much I'd actually cut out. I should just make a whole Funny Moments and Fails like
It'd be too long.
that don't take like to make the final cut. It would be too like it would be too long. Much too long. Yeah. Do you have the time on that? I think we probably run out of time here.
I think it's about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I can see it on the camera. But all right, guys. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up for this episode's Q&A, episode 25. Sorry, we have not been doing these in a while. We'll be trying to do them more regularly now that everyone is back for the summer. Thank you all for watching. If you guys got any questions you would like to see potentially aired in the next episode, please be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And hey, who knows, you may just see your question aired in the very next video. But again, guys, thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.
I think the gods are angry.
The gods are angry. I'm just waiting. I'm just like giving myself some time to fade out. But yeah, let's get out before we get struck by lightning.
Not yet. The rifle is fine. Hoorah!